I had a little conversation with fellow members the other night, and we were all sitting around eating pizza. And somebody said, "Boy, I sure wish I could relive my life. What would you do differently?" And he said, "Oh, I would do this differently, and I do that differently." And they came to me and said, "What would you like to do differently?" Really? I would like to be able to tell, sitting in my doctor's office where my mother worked as a nurse, and seeing a guy read a magazine, and "What are you doing?" But I didn't say, "What are you doing?" He just that thing. I'm just sitting there log, and my mother comes out and gives me a magazine, and I go through the pages. Pictures are in there, pictures are in there, pictures are in there. But then there's all those words. And I just never asked, "What are those?" You remember that? I do. That was my childhood growing up. Or I never asked, "What are that?" Words. What I would do differently? My father grew up with a piano in the house. My father would play the piano, my mother would play the piano, my sister would play the piano, and I'm doing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And they show me how to do it, so I do it. I just copy what they're doing. And then the next day, I don't remember. So they teach me again. I do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I do that for about an hour. They're, "Okay, I've had enough. Now, that thing. To really learn to play a piano, you have to learn to read the music." Oh, and I never learned to read music. I tried to learn to read music, but oh well. And even my mother tried to teach me to read, to count. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4. My sister could do it, but I just never got the hang of it. I never got the hang of the words. My sister would ask for a dictionary for Christmas, and I asked for toys. That was rather rough. Yes, I guess getting a second chance again. Or the time we was in first grade, and the teacher asked me something, well, which was nice, but I barely heard the teacher. And when it came to looking at the board, about the same thing as looking at this right now. Wow, another really blurred. And they figured out, well, I need glasses, so they got me glasses. But it still didn't do any good because most of the time I didn't hear the teacher. Really, I did not hear the teacher. I did not. The teacher would be talking, and I'm just the stupid face, smile on my face, and I did not hear the teacher. And that's basically how I found out. Now, I never realized there was something wrong with me. Like not seeing the board, I need glasses, not hearing the thing. I figured, I didn't even question the not being able to hear. Not hear is not maybe not true. That I heard the words, but I could not put them together. And I went through first grade. I went through second grade. I went through third grade. I went through fourth grade, which I flunked. And then I retook it the next thing. I still couldn't figure out. They would have me sit there and copy 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 2, 3 plus 3 equals 3. Never mean a dent to me. Now it makes a dent to me. I can do add and subtract, multiply, and division. I've tried my hands at algebra and trigonometry, geometry. Uh, barely that thing. I wish I could grasp it. Hey, I went through grade school basically not hearing anything or not registering. And I figure I'm the only one. But it turns out to be I'm not the only one. There's a lot of us running around not hearing words that people are talking about. It's like watching TV. And, okay, tell me to repeat what I just heard, and that may be a problem. I heard the words, I had some concept of meaning, but that thing, and I thought I was the only one. And while I was in a discussion the other night, somebody else had the same problem. I says, yeah, well, gee, I had the same problem. I really couldn't comprehend what the instructor was saying or teacher was saying. Yeah, until that thing. When did you learn about that? They asked me. I said, well, after I got out of grad school. Um, well, when I started doing a tape recording of the class and finding out that my notes do not match what the person was talking about. Ouch. 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 And when I videotaped the stuff, it was even worse, even with me taking my notes down. And the guy said, "Oh, what do you mean videotape?" Well, I videotaped my classes and finding out I was not only not seeing it, I was not hearing it, even though my notes were partially right from what's on the board. Ha ha. Oh, I should have done that. The other guy says, I should have done that. I didn't do that. Oh boy, I struggled and I struggled and I struggled. He struggled. I struggled. I'd be lucky to get a B out of a class. Rarely did I get an A. B, struggle and struggle. I had to read the book 4 times, 5 times, and I had to read chapters 4 or 5 times to really grasp what I'm seeing. And even then, as an analytical chemist, which I did not get a degree in chemistry, I got my degree in something simple like communications. You know, it was like when I was in high school, I got a good grade in theater. Oh, idiot! I can paint a flat, right? Right? Yes, and which I, of course, like majoring in those things in school, like in filmmaking. Really cool, right? I'm a filmmaker. I worked on film. I worked in TV. Yes, from some little station with someone else was doing producing this, and did make a couple films. Of course, that was a long time ago. Did work in theater, Steppenwolf Theater. Yes, that one. Yes, yeah, with Sinisi. Yes, with Sinisi. I was the grunt. Okay, but yes, could I do things over? No, I would like to not do things over. I would like to not to do stupid things. Ever go canoeing without a paddle? I've done that a few times. Really, I forgot the paddle. And then one time I forgot the life preservers. That's right. And I was running the Wolf River without life preservers. Ouch! Stupid. Stupid. And I flipped in the Wolf River. And I was hung up on 3 rocks. They pulled me out. Where's your life preserver? Must have floated away. Jesus. It's like riding a bicycle. I have to look in every direction. I have to sit there with mirrors. And I have to be very cautious because I may not see that person. I almost got killed this morning. Yeah. This guy pulled right in front of me. Oh my goodness me. Flop. Yes, as I could do things over with. Would I do things over with? Yes, I would do. Everybody wants a second chance. How to correct all those mistakes we've made in our life, which changed everything. Like, I should have studied and studied and studied. If I knew my handicap, I would have studied more, and read and learn math at a very young age. So, you know, why, out of 400 students in high school, I was 401, basically. When somebody says, oh, it's amazing you got to graduate from high school. Yeah, mother wanted me to graduate. Mother say there's something wrong with you. Oh, yeah, well, everybody's like that. No, you're not everybody's like that. And saying about going to college. The same thing about the second chance about going to college. Um, I tripped into it going to college. Otherwise, I would never have made it. I was doing night courses, and I tripped in going to college. And I tripped. Think about it. To go to grad school, I never thought there was a grad school. I never, it never occurred to me to go to grad school until some woman in personnel said, "Hey, I got my master's degree from so and so school. Uh huh. You like that? I think maybe you should go down there and do your master's." And I did. I spent 5 years at Columbia and 5 years at Governor. Oh, boy, did I learn a lot. And I took courses I would ever use. Oh, my science courses and chemistry courses, physics. Uh, I thought I would never use this. I would never use that. Of course, my nuclear engineering course never took. No, I never got into that. Um, of course, it's one of the nice things about grad school. When I went to grad school, I could take anything I want at any school. Oh, you're a grad student. Yeah, I'm a grad student. Sometimes I didn't even tell people we're a grad student. I just took the class. I didn't take it for credit, so it didn't make any difference. But if I could have done my life over with 1,000 little mistakes I made, or not, could have that thing. If I didn't do this, then the effect down the line wouldn't have been that. Yeah, the remembering those mistakes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Mm, should have learned to read music. Then you could have done Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Well, you could do it now. You got the keyboard, but I've had the keyboard for 30 years, and I once in a while I touch it, but most of the time I don't. But you get to go on the internet and look. You get to go on YouTube and look. Don't you want to do that? No, I won't. I won't play my banjo. I won't play my guitar. I won't play my flute. I won't play the clarinet. Yes, I've got those. I always wanted to do the bagpipes. Never did the bagpipes. Oh well, if I could only do it again. How are you guys doing? Yeah, if you think if you could relive your life, or change a few things in your life, maybe not get married right out of high school. Think about that. Think about that. As I told a woman, oh, she wants to get married to Mr. Wonderful. I told her go to college. Why? Just go to college. It's amazing how many people you will meet. You know, guy out next door neighbor out of high school, big deal. Go to junior college, right? And maybe go to a regular university, and that will change your whole life. A few years out of your life. What's a few years? I can't afford it. Well, take one course at a time. Take just one course at a time. And, that's 3 hours. And if you only need, 132 hours, yeah. Well, I got my 15 minutes.